What's happening, guys? Oxford King here, and in this Black Myth Wukong video, I'd like to go ahead and break down what exactly the gourds, soaks, and drinks are. I'm going to explain each one of them and how to use them. Let's get started. The first thing I want to go over are the gourds and what they are and how you access them. So the first thing you want to do is basically open up your menu here and go down to the very bottom, and you're going to simply select the gourd that you already have equipped. And you're going to open this up, and you're going to be granted the gourds menu. Now, what exactly is a gourd? So think of a gourd as it's, a casing of where you're going to put your drink into or where you're going to put your liquid into. So in simple terms, just think of it as like your coffee mug or some cup or something like that. That's basically what this is. Now, each one of these gourds, they do have a benefit. And if you cycle through these gourds, the benefits are going to be read at the very top of the description. So like an example here, the one I have equipped is called the Stained Jade Gourd. And if you look at the very top, it says massively increases drinking speed. And so I'm going to back out of the menu and show you what that looks like. So whenever I drink, it looks like that. It's a pretty fast drinking animation. So I do like this one. It's been one of my favorites, but there are other gourds that are definitely worth checking out. Here's one right here. It's a rare gourd called the Trailblazer Scarlet Gourd. And when the gourd is full, the first sip replenishes to full health. And here's one as well. It's just a Mythical Supreme Gourd, although it says Mythical Supreme and everything like that, but there's no really, big benefit at the very top of the description. So my advice to you is to go through the gourds that you have right now during your current playthrough and check out each one of the gourds descriptions at the very top and find out which one of these is going to benefit your playstyle the most. Now, you're going to want to upgrade your gourds, and you can do so by talking to this NPC right here. He is called the Shin Monkey. He's actually located in 2 locations in the game. One is here at your hub location. Now, if you didn't unlock the hub location just yet in your playthrough, you can find him in the base game. If you travel to the Black Wind Mountain, and then the Bamboo Grove, and then Marsh of White Mist. And once you arrive here at Marsh of White Mist, you're going to run in this direction down here and walk through this little archway here. And once you make your way down, take a right-hand turn through this little area here in this cave, and he'll just be chilling out right here. It's the same NPC from the hub area, but here he is in the base game. And when you talk to him, you're going to have 2 options. One is to upgrade your gourd, and the other is to upgrade your drink. But because we're talking about the gourd right now, let's stay focused on that one. Now, once you come in here, you're going to simply look at the ingredients required to upgrade your gourd, and this here is going to be the Fragrant Vine, which you will find throughout the game. Once you find it, go ahead and collect it, come back here and upgrade your gourd by simply holding the button to upgrade like this right here. With each upgrade, it'll upgrade the tier of that gourd, and you'll see that the color changes. It'll go from rare to legendary, things like that, so long as you have the materials. Now I want to go ahead and cover the drinks part, which is a separate area from the gourds. And you access your drinks by walking up to one of your incense shrines here. And in here, you're going to go down to the option called Brew. And once you open up Brew, at the very top, you're going to have your drinks options. And go ahead and click the button here, and you're going to open up the menu that's called Drinks. And in here, you'll have several options. If you've been playing the game for a while, you're going to have several options for your drinks. And I want to go over a few of these. Now, the one I'm using here is called the Mythical Long Balm. And it is my favorite right now, only simply because you have 4 soaks. And I'll go over the soaks later in this video. But if you look at the 4 dots beneath the name Long Balm, that is the indicator of how many soaks you can apply to your drink. But that is the reason why I'm using this one. Now, if you read, each one of these drinks has a description beneath the name. So with this example here, if you look at Long Balm, it says each sip recovers 30% of maximum health, considerably increases damage executed by the next attack. I'm going to tab over to this one here called 1,000 Days Inebriation. Each sip recovers 60% of maximum health, but for a brief moment, inebriation impairs movement. Next up is the Blue Bridge Romance Drink. And on the description here, you're going to see that it says each sip recovers 36% of maximum health. But check this out. It moderately increases your movement speed. I'm going to equip this right here. I'm going to show you what that looks like. So now I'm going to go ahead and drink this. I'm going to show you an example. There's an icon indicator right beneath the stamina gauge that has like a movement speed with an arrow up to let you know it's being applied. And now when I run around, my movement speed has been increased considerably. Another drink here is Pine Brew. It's epic here, and it says each sip recovers 35% of maximum health when health is below half. Using the gourd grants a considerable amount of focus. So, kind of go through your drinks here and find out what is your play style, what are you needing, and what's going to benefit with how you play. Now, to get the Loong Balm drink, you're going to simply go to the shrine, the nearest shrine, go to travel, go to Flaming Mountains, and then Furnace Valley, and then the Emerald Hall, okay? Now, once you're here, you're gonna run in this direction and walk up these stairs right here, and then you're gonna simply walk across this area right here and walk up the steps or hop up here just like this here. Look off to the right, and you're gonna see like an altar at the end of this little room here. And that's where you're gonna find the Loong Balm drink sitting up on this mantle right here. Simply grab it. You'll have access to that drink where you'll then have 4 soaks that you can use in that drink. Speaking of soaks, how do you access them and what are they all about? First, you're going to go to the nearest shrine, open up the brew menu, and then beneath the drinks menu, you're going to go down to the section called soaks. And what you're going to do is simply, click the button here to open up the soaks menu. And here are all of your soaks. Now, I'm sure you may have more or less soaks than I have in this video here, but the point is I'm trying to show you guys that you can apply these soaks. And what are they, right? Soaks are basically they're basically benefits or buffs to your drinks. You're going to want to use these the best you can and find out which one works out for your playstyle. Now, the ones that I have equipped here are the following. One is called Celestial Lotus Seed, which slowly recovers a small amount of health. Think of this as a healing over time. Even after you drink your gourd, it's still going to continue to heal over time. This is one of my favorites. Another one here is called the Iron Pellet. When using the gourd, it grants tenacity and a considerable amount of damage reduction. Next up, I have the Bee Mountain Stone. This one grants a considerable chance to take a sip without consuming gourd uses. And then finally, I have the Purple Vined Peach Pit, which massively increases health recovery from using the gourd when at critical health. Now, this is not the best option for all of you out there. This is something that I have, chose to use over time. These are my favorites, but there's some others in here that are really, really good. Let me show you a way that you can actually manipulate these soaks here. Check this out. This one here is called Death Stinger, and for a short duration after using your gourd, it actually inflicts you with a poisoned state. Now, why on earth we want to do that? Well, check this out. When you tab over to the double-combed rooster blood soak, it says the following. Using the gourd while in poison state, it removes the poison state, and then in turn, it gives you movement speed and critical hit chance. And yes, it does work. So if you equip Death Stinger, and then you come and equip the double-combed rooster blood, so basically when you poison yourself, this other soak removes the poison and grants you these benefits. That is just one example of how you can manipulate these soaks in your drink. It's really cool. Now, to upgrade your drink, you're going to go over to the exact same NPC as earlier, but instead of selecting Upgrade Gourd, you're now going to select Upgrade Your Drinks. And in this menu, you're going to select the drink that you want to upgrade. And if you look over to the bottom right side of your screen, it'll say what ingredient you need, which in this example here is going to be the Wine Worm. And you get those through breaking the barrels. And I have an image up on the screen for you to show you what that looks like. So be sure to collect those during your playthrough. And to upgrade them, you simply just, hold the button here as long as you have the ingredients. You'll see this is the animation. They'll even change the graphic image up of the drink. So just keep doing this as long as you have the materials, and each time it upgrades to a different image, and it gets you more recovery as well. So as you can tell, the gourd, the drinks, and the soak system can be very complex, especially for newer players. And sometimes you'll forget to even come back to this NPC to upgrade your gourd and your drinks. You guys drop a comment, let me know what tips do you have that I did not mention in this video, and share it amongst this great community. Thanks, guys. Thanks for watching.